the one, the only, Ben Sion. Good morning and welcome to Yeshiva YouTube, Iyun Mitzion. I want to talk today about Mesachas Pesachim, Perek Ches, Mishnah Daled, and Hey, Mishnah Daled, Mishnah Hey, let's talk about it actually. Mishnah Hey talks about shechting a Korban Pesach with someone who's actually presently, right now they're tummy. Right now they're tummy. Because they didn't have hair of Shemesh. For example, there's a couple different examples in the Mishnah. Let's take the simple example. A Zav Shnei Re'iyos, a man who sees semen for 2 days. It's not sperm. It's not Shechva Zera. It's semen. So he has to count Zayin Nikiyim, 7 clean days. If Yudal Nisan falls out on the 7th clean day, he has to go to the mikvah on the 7th day, and then he has a hair of Shemesh in order to eat kachim. Now, in order for him to eat the Korban Pesach that night, he would have to shecht it that day. But shechting it that day, he didn't have hair of Shemesh yet. So as long as he went to the mikvah, someone else could shecht. He can't shecht it because he's still partially tummy until sundown. But someone else could shecht it for him, and he could eat the meat at night. Right? As opposed to, if he didn't go to the mikvah, he can't do that. Or, for example, he saw 3 re'iyos, right? 3 consecutive days. Not only he has to wait 7 clean days, he has to, on the 8th day, bring karbanos. So therefore, if the 7th day falls out on Yudalid Nisan, there's no way out, because you have to wait till the 8th day to bring the karbanos. You have to wait an extra day. So therefore, you can't eat the Korban Pesach. Don't be shecht for you. Even if you went to the mikvah on the 7th day, not only are you mechusar hair of Shemesh, you're also mechusar bringing the karbanos the next day. However, if it was the 8th day and you just didn't bring the karbanos yet, they could shecht for you, even though before you brought the karbanos. Basically, all these halachas are telling you the same thing over here, that when you go to the mikvah, basically you're tohar. Hair of Shemesh is needed basically to allow you to eat kachim, to eat truma. What is, right, going to the mikvah makes you tohar usually, but hair of Shemesh is a halacha. The Gemara says, Uba Shemesh v'tir, right? At the beginning of Sal's Brachos, Giv almost talks about this. Uba Shemesh v'tir, you need hair of Shemesh. So, there's 2 different types of tuma. There's tuma, internal tuma, which is tumas haguf, and then there's tumas hayamim, which is tuma, external tuma. And when you're a tummy mace, for example, right, that's a classical case. You're talking with corpse tuma, so you have to count zayin nikim, and on the 8th day you have to bring a korban, right? You have the whole purification process. On the 3rd and 7th day you get sprinkled with the mechatas, and then you have to go to the mikvah, hair of shemesh, and bring korbanos. Okay, and same thing with a zav shalosh re'iyos and a zava shalosh re'iyos. This is in this Mishnah Hey. There, you're missing 2 things. You're missing hair of shemesh, you bring the korbanos, so you can't do it on the 7th day, because since you're missing 2 things, hair of shemesh, not just hair of shemesh you're missing, but also you're missing bringing the korbanos. So the korbanos are an atonement, right? So you're still, your tumah is still related to your body. It's an internal tumah, just like when it talks about animals. You're makad kedushas haguf and kedushas damim, right? Certain things are hektish. You're makadosh an animal as a korban mizbeach. The actual animal itself has kedusha. However, kedusha's damim. If I makdish money to the base of English, or I makdish even an animal, but I say the animal has kedusha's damim, I don't specifically want to give this animal as a korban. I want to give this animal's donation to the base of English. So kedusha's damim is an external type of kedusha. It's a kedusha, and therefore you can redeem it. Kedusha, you can't redeem the animal, but you can redeem money. So here also by tuma, there's external tuma and there's internal tuma. Tuma zaguf is internal tuma. So if I'm a zav shtei re'iyos and I went to the mikvah, tumas haguf is gone, because all I need one thing, hair of shemesh. Hair of shemesh is basically saying I haven't completed a minyan of shivas yom. I need hair of shemesh to have 7 complete days. So it's an external tuma, and that doesn't prevent you from having a shchita of Korban Pesach. Shchita of Korban Pesach, right, is not allowed for someone who's tummy mace, for who has tumas internal tuma, but external tuma is not a problem. Tumah of the yamim is not a problem. It's only intrinsic tumah which is a problem. So therefore, if I'm on the 7th day, I need to bring korbanos tomorrow. So therefore, the tumah is still beguf, because even though I went to the mikvah, but I have to bring the korbanos, so the tumah is still attached to my body. So therefore, someone else can't bring a Korban Pesach for me. However, if there's only one step left, I just need hair of shemesh. So therefore, I went to the mikvah. My body is already tar. It's just Miloy of the Yom, I have to fulfill the days of Torah, 7 complete days. So therefore, that's only external tuma, and you would be allowed to shat the Korban Pesach for that and eat it that night. You wouldn't be able to shech the Korban Pesach. Someone else shech the Korban Pesach for you, and you'd be able to eat it that night. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.